Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. So we're going to react to Drake's Midlife Crisis. If we talking about For All the Dogs, hell yeah, this was a midlife crisis album. The fuck you doing making songs with Yeet, bruh? Of all the people you work with. Now, Sexy Red, I can let that slide. But Yeet, my nigga, Yeet, y'all not even in the same realm of music. Why are you doing songs with Yeet? Goofy ass nigga, man. Anyways, let's get to this.
He rapping for the children. And that's my... Yo, dog, I had to look up how old this was when I finished listening to the album. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37
This nigga
years
37.
old. Get the away from some of these younger and stop these 25-year-olds.
He might have found himself tied with Michael Jackson for the most #1 hits by a male solo artist, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Drake is firing on all cylinders. At a time which should have represented his ultimate triumph, he's wrestling with an identity crisis that's been going on for the better part of the last 5 years.
And this is the shit. You want to know what's so crazy? This is the shit Pusha T was talking about in the story of Adidas. This is the shit that Drake has been going through identity crisis for so fucking long. He don't know what he want to be anymore. He's lost himself, bro. And it's crazy how Pusha T has pointed this out and nobody's bringing that up. This nigga has been going through an identity crisis for so fucking long now. For real.
With accusations of phoning it in, Drake's latest album, For All the Dogs, is among the worst reviewed of his career, leaving both fans and critics feeling shortchanged by its lengthy runtime and filler tracks. Sprinkling in a couple of genuinely great, maturely crafted tracks with a whole array of songs that should have never been conceived nor taken out of the studio, this isn't the first time that a Drake album has felt less like a body of work.
Hey, More Life was solid, bro. I don't care what anybody say. More Life was solid, bro. More Life was solid, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. More Life was solid, bro. I actually like More Life more than I like Views. Like everybody trying to say like Views is better. No, More Life is more better than Views and Scorpion, bro. I say More Life is way better than Scorpion and Views, bro. And that's for real, bro. Everybody trying to make it seem like More Life is terrible. More Life is solid, bro. It was actually because it was bangers on there. That's really what it was. It was bangers on More Life. Like I was looking like, yo, Drake, do this more often, bro. He just had pure fucking bangers on here. Motherfucking every song damn near, I want to say damn near every song on here was a banger. Now there was a couple of songs on here that was like, I ain't really fucking with this one. Why is this here? This is just wasting my time. But come on, man. Free smoke. He started off with Free Smoke. Ended it off with Do Not Disturb, which is a great way to outro this playlist, album, whatever the fuck you want to call it. To me personally, this is a solid ass body of work by Drake. And I wish he would have made more of these.
And it is just a glorified playlist. Left deflated following a PR campaign that had promised the return of the old Drake, he's probably amassed more ill will from the fans right now than at any point in his career. Not only because of the record's shortcomings, but because of how he's handled the criticism too. His 14th project in 14 years, Drake's For All the Dogs, performed in the way that you'd expect to begin with. Over 400,000 in first week sales and an immediate beeline for the top of the charts. While this proved that people are still checking for Drake, they aren't necessarily still sticking around or liking what they hear. Because these days, what's on offer is just an imitation of his finest work. Drake sounds disjointed and meandering on For All the Dogs, wrote The Ringer in a scathing review. Chemistry is often an afterthought. At his peak,
he's lost his way. He doesn't know what he wants to be anymore. And he's trying so hard not to fall off and become irrelevant that he's starting to fall off and become irrelevant, bro. Like, this shit was terrible, bro. This is a bad album, bro. This is just as bad as fucking Scorpion. Like, Scorpion was terrible. In my personal opinion, Scorpion was terrible. It hasn't grown on me. Trust me, I've gone back and tried to listen to that album. Still, the same songs that I liked then are the same songs that I like now. no other songs have grown on me from the album. That's really when I start. Like I said, bro, like I didn't like Yeezus. I thought Yeezus was probably Kanye's worst album. But over time, every song started to make sense. And it was only because Kanye was ahead of his time. And that's what separates Kanye from Drake. Kanye is a visionary, bro. He can put some shit out that's 5 to 10 years away from coming out. Like, Yeezus today sounds like an album that somebody would put out today. But he was doing that back in 2013. He was doing that 10 years ago. An album that you could put out now, like a Yeezus, was something that he put out back then. That's crazy, bro. That just goes to show you the level of greatness that Kanye has when compared to Drake. And that's why there should never be a comparison between the two. There should never be a comparison ever again between Kanye and Drake. Kanye is on a whole different fucking stratosphere when we talking about this music shit. When we talking about this music shit, Kanye is on a whole different fucking stratosphere. Because like I said, I thought Yeezus was terrible when I first heard it. 10 years later, this shit was ahead of his fucking time. This was a fucking masterpiece. And I didn't realize it until now. That's just the greatness of Kanye. But when we get to fucking Drake, there is no visionary. There is no. He's in the moment. He's part of the trend. He's not setting the trends. He's not doing what Kanye does. He doesn't set the trends. He becomes he intertwines with the trends. So whatever's trending, he just hops on that wave. And it's getting to the point where it's like, and it's gotten to the point now where I'm not even considering Drake a top 5. I don't think Drake is top 5. I don't even think Drake is top 10 anymore. Like, I don't even think Drake is even in a conversation anymore, bro. Because I feel like he should have did exactly what he did with if you was gonna do an album like this, you should have at least took elements from CLB, More Life. If you're reading this, it's too late, and try to combine them all together to make this album, bruh. Like, dog, you doing songs with Yeet, bruh. That's not even your lane, bro. That's not even your lane. Stay in your lane, Drake. That's not your lane. Yeet is in his own lane, bruh. You really jumped on that lane, bro. You did a song with Yeet, bro. You could have put when's the last time we heard a Lil Wayne and when is the last time you heard a Lil Wayne and Drake track, bro? When Wayne used to hop on a track with Drake, that's when we used to, that, bro. Them shits were instant bangers, bro. Now I'm not gonna say that Drake and Lil Wayne always hit it out the park, but they've made when they both are on the track, you can guarantee that there's gonna be some classics that's gonna be played for quite some time. Like, I want this nigga to go back to how it used to be, bro. Get back in touch with Wayne. Get back in touch with Nicki. I ain't never heard him do a song with Cardi B, but that's probably because of his Nicki alliance. So there's that. But I would love to hear a Cardi B and Drake song. That would be dope. I would have loved to hear that. We ain't get nothing from Quavo. We ain't get nothing from Offset. You know, you could have went back to the Migos. You and the Migos, y'all hit it out the park. We ain't getting no Ross feature, which is surprising to me. You got a Chief Keef feature, but you didn't let Chief Keef cook. Because when Chief Keef came on, I was like, oh! And then you didn't let him cook, bro. You just, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You could have did something, bro. You could have, bro, like when he was making songs with those type of people, the Rick Rosses, the Lil Waynes, the Nickies, the Migos, you know what I'm saying? That was it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with that. Now you tapped in with J. Cole. That was dope. That was dope to hear you and J. Cole, because we haven't heard you and J. Cole on a feature in quite some time. So there was that. SZA was okay. I'll let Sexy Red slide. You did a song with Bad Bunny, but realistically you ruined that song yourself. And then you got fucking Yeet. Like I said, why are you doing a song with Yeet of all people? Like, nah, bro. You really should have focused on you should have just focused on the simple, bro. You said, I'm going back. You literally said you was hyping this up as I'm going back to the old Drake. How you going back to the old Drake, but you doing songs with Yeet, Sexy Red, Tizo Touchdown, Bad Bunny? How the fuck is that old Drake? That's not old Drake, bro. Shit was trash, bro. Shit was fucking trash, bro. Shit was fucking trash, bro. I don't know if I could say this is worse than Scorpion, but it's right there at that level. But they on the same par right now. Cause realistically, all I'm listening to is Rich Baby Daddy, First Person Shooter. They're the only two I'm listening to, really. I'm not listening to nothing else. Oh, the APM in Charlotte, I like that one. But for the most part, I'm not listening to anything else, bro. It's like, bro, get back in touch with what made you, bro. When you put your pen up against other guys, like you could have got a Little Baby on here, bro. What's up with you and Little Baby? You not gonna do a collab with Little Baby? I know, shit. You could have did something with Chris Brown. You and Chris Brown haven't done nothing in a while. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to hear something from you and Chris Brown. We ain't heard nothing from you and Chris Brown since No Guidance. That was 2019, bro. That was pre-pandemic, bro. It'd have been nice to hear a Drake and Chris Brown collab, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was trash, bro. This shit was fucking utter trash, bro. Like I said, it's only 2 songs on here I'm listening to. And the only reason, and like I said, the Chief Keef song, that would have been something, but it's like you didn't let that shit marinate. You didn't let that shit cook. And when it got to the Chief Keef part, it was like, damn, bro. It's like, ooh. And then it's like, fucked up all the excitement. Now I don't even want to listen to the fucking song anymore. Like you could have did something, bro. Little Durk, you could have did something with Little Durk. Since you throwing shots at NBA YoungBoy, you could have just got Little Durk on here. Why are you doing songs with fucking Yeet and Bad Bunny and Tizo Touchdown? This shit's not working, bro. Do shit with people that you have good chemistry with. You have good chemistry with Little Durk. You have good chemistry with you and Rick Ross don't miss. You and Wayne have a high percentage. You and Nicki are you and Nicki teaming up is always a good track. So why are you sitting up here with these newer niggas, bro? Like I said, I will let Sexy Red pass. I like the song. I actually like Rich Baby Daddy. That shit is funny. It's good to hear when you know what I'm saying. It's a good song for when you at the club. I don't even go to the club. I know if I go to the club and I hear that song, I know it's finna be lit. But this shit right here, bro, what you doing right here, bro, this whole whatever you trying to prove with this shit, bro, this shit is trash, bro. Hands down, bro, this shit is trash. I'm sorry, bro. This shit is fucking utter trash, bro. You need to get this garbage up out my face, bro. All of the dogs is trash, bro. I'm only listening to 2 fucking tracks. Would have been 3, but you didn't let Chief Keef cook like I was expecting it to. But it is what it is, though, bro. I need some. Like I said, bro, we need more Lil Wayne. We need more Rick Ross, the Little Baby, the Migos. I mean, it would have been nice to hear something with you and the Migos, considering the fact that Takeoff is sadly departed it would have been nice to hear something with you and Quavo, or something with you and Offset. Would have been nice for that. Little Baby, I don't know why you and Little Baby actually got some great chemistry together. Like I said, the J. Cole feature was great. I love the fact that you hooked up with J. Cole because we haven't heard nothing from y'all in a long time. We ain't heard nothing from y'all since the Jodeci freestyle. This was really good. Even though Cole ate your ass up on this, pause. Cole ate your ass up on this. He bodied you, nigga. Even with that ending verse, bro. You still couldn't even touch what Cole was doing. I don't mind you and Lil Yachty. You and Lil Yachty, that's fine. But fucking, like I said, bro, this album was fucking terrible, bro. Hands down. Album was fucking mid, bro. It's not even mid. It's just fucking terrible, bro. It's just a terrible fucking album, bro.
There was a symbolic relationship between Drake's
Not for
primary
me, bro.
collaborators,
This ain't the Drake
Lil
I
Wayne,
want to hear.
Party Next Door, Rick Ross, Rihanna. In contrast, the majority of features on FATD operate as surefire streaming bets. Feeling like it was produced by a focus group rather than with a vision in mind, Drake is now struggling to find out who he is as a 37-year-old MC, and it isn't going unnoticed.
He rapping for the children. Get the away from some of these younger. Like with Cole, he used to rap about kid shit. I'm a grown like real Jersey City. And then he started to grow up. Mm-hmm. And then the rapping sounded like an adult rapping.
Facts.
I want to hear.
That's why Cole don't miss, because he's grown with his audience, bro. That's the thing we want from Drake. We want you to grow with your audience, bro. We're getting older, bro. We're not the same little teenagers that we once were, bro. We not these 14, 15-year-olds going through these emotions anymore. Like your first two albums, okay, not your first two albums. Your first album was your coming out party, but your second, but like the Take Care and the Nothing Was the Same, those two albums, going through relationships and all that, just trying to figure shit out, dealing with emotions and all that, that was good. We were growing up with you, Drake. Then we get to If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. That's when we was like, yo, this Drake is different. Because you was changing. You was evolving. It's like, yo, I like this Drake. He's vicious with the bars. He coming with the bars. He got the bangers. Like, yo, we was loving it. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. You know what I'm saying? Hotline Bling. We was fucking with it, bro. And then you drop Views and it was like, okay. Yeah. Then you fucked it up with a couple of bars. We was looking like, got so many chains, they call me Chain and Tatum. Like, what the fuck is that? Then you drop fucking, put the six upside down, it's a 9 now. Come on, dog. You had us looking like, what the fuck is this? Like, where are you going with this? Where are these childish ass bars, bro? It seemed like ever since Meek exposed you for the Ghost Rider shit, it just seemed like you haven't been on point, bro. It really happened right there. It seemed like after Back to Back and Hotline Bling, it's just been like a downward spiral, bro, and it's been hard. Like I said, More Life. I wish you would have did something with More Life. When we gonna get something with you with 2 Chainz? We ain't heard enough from you with 2 Chainz in a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? You telling me you can't get on a song with Gucci and them? You can't. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You could have did way better for this. For All the Dogs. You telling me there's no For All the Dogs? You said this is For All the Dogs. So there's no Lil Wayne. There's no Rick Ross. There's no Nicki. There's no Lil Baby. There's no Migos. There's no There's no 2 Chainz. There's no who's another good person that he does good collabs with? Shit. Trying to think. There's no Party Next Door. You know what I'm saying? There's no Future. Come on, dog. And then the one song you got with 21 Savage don't even hit. Come on, man. And normally you with 21 Savage knock it out the park. Ain't no Future, ain't no nothing, bro. Cause you and Future got plenty of bangers together, bro. But it's like, what the fuck?
Hear adult Drake rapping for adult people.
Facts.
Go find some your age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
Yeah,
Left in limbo between one generation and
you leaving the generation that grew up with you to go focus on the generation that's not really fucking with you like that. They more into the yeets and all that shit, but they not really fucking with you like that. They look at you and they go, "Oh, you for the other crowd." You got to stick to your crowd, bro. Once that's your crowd, that's your crowd. Other people will follow. Younger generations will follow. But you have to grow up, bro, at some point. You not growing up with us. We looking down at you like, bro, this is very immature, you Drake. Why is you doing this? And then you taking shots at Rihanna. What the fuck you taking shots at Rihanna for, bro? That shit is over with. That shit is done, bro. The fuck is you upset because she got pregnant by A$AP Rocky, bro? Then you fucked that relationship up. And y'all used to make good songs together too. What the fuck? Drake, you got a lot of growing up to do, bro. For real. I don't know what it is about you, bro. But clearly you got a lot of growing up to do, bro. You pushing 40, bro. You pushing 40, bro. You could fuck any bitch you want. You could fuck any bitch you want. And you still press about Rihanna. Now, I get it. That was probably some good poo-poo. You know what I'm saying? I know that was some good poo-poo because she got a big-ass forehead. Like I said, big girls with big-ass foreheads got that good shit. You know what I'm saying? They got that good. You know
You some freaky ass nigga. Fuck you mean?
But, bro, it's like, let it go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Last album, Her Laws, you talk about Serena, bro. Like, damn, bro, you let that go, though. Nigga, you been messing with some of the baddest bitches around, bro. You was with Jennifer Lopez at one point, bro. How you fuck that up? This nigga wildin'.
In the next, Drake has long since let go of any desire to cater to hip-hop as his core audience. Instead, it's all about getting those streaming numbers on a global scale. And although this has been an ongoing process, there's a real sense that it's coming to a head now. As to why he's in this position where he's the biggest rapper in the game, but also distancing himself from the genre that he began in, it all comes down to the fact that he was rejected by hip-hop, and as a result, is now rejecting the genre itself. During a recent show at the Apollo Theater, Drake spoke out about his early attempts to enter hip-hop. "I came here with my uncle trying to get signed, you know? I think I sat in front of everybody for like a week straight, and I got turned down by everyone for like a week straight," he told the crowd. In all fairness, my outfit choices were horrible at the time. They said I look corny. I don't disagree. The point is, I didn't get signed that first trip to New York. I went back home and I had to go back to my mom's basement because it didn't play out like the way I thought it would. So I went back and I wrote some more songs to see if I can get signed, and eventually, somebody called. Clearly, this is something that he's been harboring for a long time, and returning to the scene of that rejection brought it all to the surface. Crazy as it is to imagine now, Drake was routinely overlooked in his early career, being seen by tastemakers of the time as too soft to survive.
I passed on Drake. You know, it was Drake before the beard, barefaced Drake. Mm-hmm. It just hadn't caught all the way up yet. And that type of music, that sound of music, the emo sound, that wasn't necessarily prevalent at the time. I just couldn't see the curves. That one got by me.
How was that not prevalent at the time and Kanye out here dropping shit like 808s and Heartbreaks? Come on, T.I. T.I., you not seeing the vision, brother.
On top of his entryway to the game being blocked, Drake also faced being denied entry to positions that he wanted to be in. As Fat Joe tells it, Drizzy begged to get on All the Way Up, only to be told no.
3 times, middle of the night, send me the instrumental, send me the instrumental, send me the instrumental. I wish I would have got Drake on there, right? But I wish I would have got Drake on there, right? But the fact of all the history of me and Jay-Z, I was like, it gotta be just me and Jay-Z. And this is the last time Drake ever asked me to do a song.
Damn.
Drake gotta forgive me, huh?
Damn.
I'm like, damn, man, please, throw me a frisbee.
Back then,
That would have been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I remember that Jay-Z remix. That Jay-Z remix was ass, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. That Jay-Z remix was ass, bro. That Jay-Z remix was straight ass, bro. Fat Joe, you was better off with giving Drake that, bro. Especially 2016, 2017, Drake. Come on, Fat Joe, you dropped the ball, bro. You really should have let Drake hop on that, because Jay-Z did absolutely nothing for that song. Nobody talks about the remix with Jay-Z, bro. The only version we like is the original version, bro. Don't nobody even like the Jay-Z remix, bro. The Jay-Z remix is so fucking forgettable because it's ass, bro. That Jay-Z verse was ass, bro. You definitely should have went with Drake on that one. You made a bad decision on that one, bro.
It clearly wasn't seen as historic significance to get Drake on there. From then on, he's written off any notion of appealing to that crowd.
But then again, Drake, you can't be hopping on those songs with Remy Ma in the mix, bro. Especially around that time when Remy Ma and Nicki was going at it. You wasn't supposed to do that, bro.
Like Fat Joe and T.I. wondering what could have been. But rather than letting it go, there's a sense that over time, he's turned spiteful as his success eclipsed theirs. Instead, he's given his energy to another crowd that's always been there.
Yeah, at one point it did clearly hurt Drake that he wasn't being taken seriously by those types. However, he ended up reaching a point of popularity to where you couldn't ignore him and his numbers anymore. And these types of dudes, he essentially outlasted them, outcharted them. Now he's in a position where their opinion doesn't really matter anymore. Joe Budden's generation of rap, you guys already rejected him. You threw him in the trash. Now that he's pushing 40, he's not going to suddenly turn around and start seeking validation from you guys. A lot of these younger dudes that Drake is collaborating with now.
But here's the thing, though. It's not about them. Fuck them. They passed up on you. That's good. You shouldn't seek validation from them at all because they didn't validate you. So always respect yourself. And that's a good thing about Drake. Drake always knows himself. He knows his worth. And you know what I'm saying? And that's great and all that. But Drake, the fans are the only reason you doing numbers. The fans are the reason. So if you're not making music for us, you're not making the music for us, though. You're making the music for the numbers, bro. And it's clear that you're making the music for the numbers. And I guarantee you, your next album, you're going to flop. I guarantee it, bro. I'm saying it right now, bro. Drake's next album will flop, bro. He will actually flop for the first time. And he's probably going to have a downward spiral, bro. And the real Drake is going to start showing up, bro. Because clearly this man is pushing 40 and hasn't grown up yet. I'm telling you, bro. Drake is about to flop on the next album. The next album is a flop. This was his last go around, bro. Drake, enjoy this moment while it lasts, because this is your last high charting first week sales album. This is the last time you're going to get high sales and high streams, bro. I guarantee it, bro. This is the last time, bro. You finna fall off. You finna see a huge drop off on your next album, bro. You about to be down. You about to be down to at least, I want to say at least 100K. You finna go from 400K to just 100K. I'm telling you, bro. When J. Cole drop his album and when Kendrick ever decides to put another project out, it's raps for you, bro. They finna eclipse you at this point because clearly you not making good music. Kendrick and Cole is taking their time and they're producing some of the best work that you could put out there, bro. I think the only reason why Kendrick didn't do the numbers that he should have did was because people were just upset with him for making them wait that long. That's what I think it was. I think people were just petty and was like, I ain't finna listen to that shit. He made us wait too long. And then it was like, I'll listen to it some other time. And then when they finally did listen to it, the numbers went up. So, yeah, that's really what it was. People was just mad at Kendrick. But yeah, your next album finna be a flop, bro. I'm telling you that right now, Drake. Drake, your next album finna flop, bro. It's guaranteed now. And you did it to yourself, by the way. Just to let you know. It was all your fault.
These are guys who are artistically speaking, like his children. You can't really blame the guy for collaborating with artists who are directly inspired by him. They took him seriously first.
Logically, this makes sense.
Yeah, but see, that was a different Drake, though. This version of Drake, this is not an inspiring Drake. This is not a Drake to get inspired by. The Drake from 2016 to 2009 to 2016, that Drake, that's the one they're inspired by. Not this Drake. This Drake is sadly this Drake right here, this is not the Drake that they looking for. This is the Drake. This ain't the Drake that you looking for. This the Drake you go to when you trying to just get your album, when you just trying to get your numbers up, when you trying to get when you trying to just get your numbers up, bro. That's who you go to. You go to this nigga when you just trying to get your numbers up. That's about it, bro. Other than that, ain't nobody really inspired by this new Drake. This new Drake is just here so that way you can get your numbers up now. That's all he is now. He just here to get your numbers up. That's about it.
Drake doesn't need hip-hop's approval at this point. He already has accolades that far exceed what most people could ever dream of. The only problem is that, deep down, he still cares. And by the looks of his newfound defensiveness, all the money in the world isn't filling the hole that comes from creating work that, deep down, in his heart of hearts, he knows isn't it. Just look at what went down with Charlamagne and Joe Budden recently.
Drake put out a song last Friday, and nobody cared. The Drake and SZA record. It came out last Friday.
By this point, Drake hadn't responded to Charlamagne's hate as he'd clearly used it as a comedic device for years. After all, this is the same guy who once said that there are 3 sexual orientations: gay, straight, and Drake. Still, Drake went out of his way to engage in a war of words with him. "Are you okay, Leonard? You kinda wearing me out, G," he wrote on IG. Like, you're really obsessed with me for years. Like, you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection type. Labeling him an off-brand Morris Chestnut and a goof whose 435 loyal fans will stand by you, Drake acted as if Charlamagne was out of line and did the most petty thing he could, flexed how much more successful he was. The only problem was that, in some ways, Charlamagne was right. Slime You Out may have debuted at #1, but it fell out of the top 10 in just its second week. Next, there was the whole Joe
Halle
Budden
Berry came after your ass.
As alluded to earlier, Joe Budden had some criticisms of For All the Dogs, but also acknowledged that he liked the record overall. In spite of this, and taking into account Drake's current mindset, meant that he focused on the negative, and alongside labeling Joe a failure in music. You left music behind to do what you were doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. You switched careers because the things that pop in your brain had you broke living check to check. And the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in Dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you were the GOAT. If you need to put it in simpler terms, Drizzy concluded, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on
What's
special
wrong with
occasions.
that?
Once again, Drake enlisted the I make more money than you argument.
That
And
don't
in a
mean
culture like
nothing,
hip-hop,
bruh.
Going out of his way to do that will do the opposite of making
Bro, all just because you successful don't mean shit, bro. If you making trash music, you making trash music, bro. It just is what it is, bro. We critiquing your art. We critiquing your music. Didn't say nothing personal. Didn't say nothing about your life, bro. We just keeping it strictly music, bro. This nigga Drake, bro. This that light-skinned nigga shit, for real.
People think that you don't care. Even to a Drake stan like academics, this represented dangerous territory.
He's more staying away from hip-hop media, and I've only heard him say disrespectful or dissing people who might be in hip-hop media. I think Drake is at the point where I don't think he gives a about what someone in hip-hop might say about his album, which I think that's a scary place to be. It's the first time I've ever seen Drake seemingly defensive, whether it's Charlamagne saying something. I've never seen a defensive Drake. I've seen him put the music out and he always let the music talk.
Suddenly firing back against hip-hop at an age where it'd be assumed that he'd embrace it, Drake instead keeps trying to appeal to the kids. Leaving hip-hop behind, he's finding allies and streamers instead, shouting out the likes of Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross on his records. But is this organic, or just another concerted effort to keep creating new fans by engaging with younger demographics? Well, rather than being new, it's actually a formula that he's enlisted before. A few years back, he popped up on a stream with Ninja, breaking Twitch records in the process. After that, the relationship was never nurtured much further, and over time, Ninja saw through it for the cynical move that it was.
I feel like Drake saw that I was up and coming in the gaming scene, and he thought it would be a perfect way to just tap into another source of viewers by playing with me. He also might have just wanted a game. I'm not sure.
So too Bobby Altoff, by the looks of it, who got a major cosign from a podcast with Drake before deleting the episode when the relationship soured. As he continues to push himself further into this zone, it's obvious that the music is suffering too. By now, the days of hoping for another record like Take Care or Nothing Was the Same
it's
are long
over.
gone. Because
it's over. As fans, we know this era is over. Us getting anything a positive Drake album like these two were, I feel like a lot of us older Drake fans that grew up with Drake from 2008, 2009 to where we are now, we all know that this ain't never happening again, because where his mindset is, it's clear that he can't tap into this no more. He can't tap into these two albums no more. He can't tap into this mindset for these two albums no more. So it's clear that I think as people that just like, as people who just listen to his music for so many years, I think it's safe to say, bro, that Drake will never tap back into this because he doesn't have the mindset anymore. The fame and success has clearly gotten to his fucking head. And it's clear that we can never get these two albums again, because this was a hungry Drake. This wasn't a I'm better than you, Drake. This was a I'm hungry and I'm coming for the top spot, Drake. And even on this album, when he was like, yo, I'm at the top now, it's a little different around here because I'm at the top now. On this album, he was still like, yo, I'm gonna keep this spot forever, bro. Even though I'm at the top now, I'm gonna still let y'all niggas know I'm gonna hold this down forever. Y'all ain't getting this back. And then shit, Kendrick and Cole had something to say about that, but that's neither here nor there.
Long gone. Because as opposed to trying to deliver something critically acclaimed anymore, he's simply trying to deliver something current that'll keep his position as a commercial star solidified.
Facts.
Then, as we've seen, he lashes out because he knows that he isn't giving it his all. The whole fallout from For All the Dogs has created an issue of perception for Drake, because now he's increasingly viewed as an overgrown man-child while his peers are leveling up. Nowadays, Cole and Kendrick aren't striving to be seen as cool. Any relationships that they have with younger artists are based on mutual respect, business, or in the case of Kenny and Keem, a familial mix of all the above. Instead, Drake seems determined to hold on to his youth, hanging out with Lil Yachty, painting his nails, and engaging in Instagram drama in a way that should be beneath him by now. This also bleeds into the content of the album. At 37, Drake is still trying to talk tough, rapping about his allegations with Millie Bobby Brown by spitting, "Bring them jokes up to the gang, we get to really flocking," or "Send a finger to your mama in some FedEx boxes. Open up that it's jaw-dropping." Elsewhere, he dissed Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, coming across like a clingy, vindictive ex in the process. Considering how petty that is, it's hard to imagine who these kinds of bars are supposed to appeal to other than his most fervent supporters. Because while that might have seemed provocative coming out of the mouth of a 24-year-old, it feels different when it's voiced by someone in their late 30s. Left spinning his wheels and embracing his most childish urges, For All the Dogs has made it clear that he's no longer pushing the genre forward. Instead, he's simply holding his space in the genre and padding out his records with streaming-centric collaborations. And while other artists use their feature artists to build thematic albums, Drake just seems to want them on the record like collecting Pokemon cards.
When I hear the song that he has with Yeet, this sounds like a Yeet song. The beat is a Yeet beat. Gently with Bad Bunny, it feels like him and 40 went to Google Translate and took like a Spanish beat and then made up a couple of bars and sent it to Bad Bunny and said, you fill in the blank.
Really? Left without any real focus,
that really is how it is.
Of whether this album was needed in the first
place. That song was not good.
Somebody got to ask him, Drake, why did you feel the need to drop this project? Why now? You could have taken your time. Why rush a project out now, then announce you're taking a year break? Why not push this project to the year break? You're off tour, make this a masterpiece and drop that. Is this contractual? Was it just a vibe? Like, honestly, never mind. What was the inspiration? These are things that I would love to get into the mind of Drake. I'm confused about it because it seems meaningless. And I'm confused about it because it felt like he was chasing, not leading.
Facts. Shout out to DJ Academics for keeping it real, bro. Go back.
This he rapping for the
yeah, bro. This feels like This ain't Drake no more, bro. This ain't the Drake that we first, that we were introduced to in the beginning, bro. This is not YMCMB Drake no more. This is like, bro, you pushing 40, bro. You got a kid, bro. You should speak about your experiences as a father, bro. Tap in with that, bro. Tap into how that's making you grow, bro. You got a kid, bro. You pushing 40. You still worried about Rihanna, bro. You burning bridges with ASAP Rocky. And then I'm sitting over here like, well, then why did you and Chris Brown make up then? How did you and Chris Brown make up, but you and ASAP Rocky got problems now? That don't make no sense, bro. I'm going to leave it right there for right now. This nigga Drake, man, this nigga's a cornball. He clearly don't want to make good music no more. He clearly just wants to, you know what I'm saying, he clearly just wants to piss people off at this point. He's in his feelings. He on that light-skinned nigga shit. And it's sad, bro. It's sad where we are now. I really hope he can grow from this. And hopefully understand that that when we critique this music, bro, that you putting out, bro, we not critiquing it just because we just trying to prove, we not trying to knock you off your pedestal. You're doing that to yourself, by the way. You're just putting out, we're telling you this because you're putting out trash music, bro. It's that simple. You're putting out trash music and you're doing it to yourself. It's not us trying to knock you off your pedestal. You're knocking yourself off your pedestal. I'm telling you, when Cole drop his album, and you better pray to God that Kendrick don't decide to drop an album anytime soon. Because if they do, your next album is flopping. That's guaranteed without a doubt. You're not going to see the same numbers that you just saw this time around. And if you do, that means that this shit is inflated and it's rigged. I'm telling you, ain't no fucking way. After this album, bro, there's no fucking way Drake can do damn near 500,000 copies first week. Ain't no fucking way. First week sales gonna be low as fuck. I'm telling you, he gonna do 100K first week. He gonna do 100K first week. He gonna do 100K or lower. His next album is a flop. It's guaranteed. It's written now. Like I said this before, bro. If Drake drop another mid album or a bad album, it's over. And you didn't just drop a mid album, you dropped a bad album. So you clearly don't. Yeah, you done, bro. Drake, you done, bro. You're done. You're done. Your time is up, my nigga. It's time for Kendrick and Cole. Mainly Cole at this point, because we just looking at Cole now, because his music is more relatable at this point in time. He's grown up, man. We ready for Cole next album. We ready for the fall off. We ready for it, bro. And he's taking his time with it. And we know that shit gonna be a banger when it come out. But you, Drake, man, ain't nobody checking for you no more, dog. This was your last opportunity, bro. Yeah, ain't nobody finna be checking for you no more, bro. Don't be surprised when your last album. Don't be surprised when your next album do 100,000, bro, or lower. Don't be surprised, bro. Shit is garbage, bro.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.